afternoon. Welcome to FTSN for West Ham versus Wolves. And I would just like to say before we get into any football talk, just like to announce that we are proudly sponsored by Global Mapping Surveys. Global Mapping Surveys currently assist architects, property developers and construction companies all over the country. They offer a wide range of services such as setting out topographical surveys, 3D laser scanning and monitoring. The link is in the description for the website for contact details. Brilliant stuff. Right, let's talk football. Let's talk about today. Okay, so we've already had a number of games today. We've got two big ones coming up tomorrow, and we'll get into those now. So let's start with the first game. Arsenal versus Tottenham. That's why I'm still wearing my Arsenal shirt. I'm a very happy man. Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. Thomas Partey, Jesus and Xhaka with the goals for Arsenal. Harry Kane penalty. Emerson Royale sent off 62nd minute. Doesn't make much difference regarding the scoreline, really. Arsenal kind of had that dealt with in the second half. Let's go into the next match. It was Bournemouth 0, Brentford 0. Don't know much about the game. Doesn't look like it was entertaining. Let's have a look at the stats quickly, maybe. No. 1 shot on target, 4 on target for Brentford. So, no, that was not an entertaining game. Moving to Graham Potter's game against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 2. Edouard with the goal for Crystal Palace. And Auba and Gallagher goals for Chelsea. Fulham lost 4-1 to Newcastle. Chalobah did get sent off after the 8th minute, so obviously made it very hard for Fulham. Reed with the goal for Fulham, and then Wilson Almiron with 2, and Sean Longstaff for Newcastle, who says you need to spend millions to perform well. Probably one of the shocks of the day is Liverpool 3, Brighton 3. Firmino with 2, Webster own goal for Liverpool, and Trossard with a hat-trick for Brighton. Southampton 1, Everton 2, Aribo for Southampton, Conor Cody and McNeil for Everton. But we are here to talk about West Ham and Wolves. Lineups are announced. Let's just see if there's any comments. There is some wonderful comments. Bradley, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Happy days as an Arsenal fan. Exactly, Bradley. It's mad not to be happy. I'm definitely happy, Bonnie. But we're going to be talking about West Ham Wolves. People are more than welcome to talk about games during the game. That doesn't bother me, but I do need to go through the lineups. So for West Ham, Fabianski in goal, Cresswell, Zuma, Dawson, Kira. Midfield of Paqueta, Cornet, Bowen, Souček and Rice. And front for West Ham is Skamaka. Let's have a look at their substitutions. You've got Areola, Sufal, Ogbonna, Emerson, Fornals, Lanzini, Flynn Downs, Antonio and Benrahma. For the Wolves, we've got Jose Sarr at Nori, Johnny, Semedo, Kilman. Now, you're probably wondering why my face has gone. What is going on there? I'm a little bit alarmed that they've got 3 fullbacks as defenders and Kilman. Okay. Ruben Neves, Nunes and Moutinho in midfield, and Pedro Neto, Pedence and Guedes forward line. You've got Markic on goal. Substitutions: Mosquera, Totti, Bueno, Traore, Ronan, Chem Campbell, Dharma Traore, and guess who's back? Diego Costa is on the bench for the game against West Ham. Paul Tierney is the ref. But we're going to go into the league table. Not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, just so you know. This is because if you look there, Wolves are in 17th, West Ham are 18th. Not a relegation battle as such right now, but it's definitely bottom of the table clash. I'm sure both teams will sort it out, let's say, and get back where they should be. West Ham are probably a lot lower than they would like to be, and Wolves, they know it's going to be a tricky season. I think low mid-table will be sufficient for them. Maybe not so the fans, but yes, it's a pretty bad season so far. West Ham, shocking season, shocking, like awful. Not even close to being semi happy about this. I'm sure. So we're 10 minutes away from the kickoff. So what am I expecting? Okay, so they're I was going to say the Upton Park. They're at the London Stadium. I'm expecting at some point West Ham to like kick into the gears that they should be doing, and they're definitely not doing that right now. Wolves, I'm a little bit worried for their defence wise, because from what I've just seen on the team sheets, they've got 3 fullbacks. I'm trying to work out who could possibly be playing centre back here, because Bruno Lage wanted to go back to a 4 at the back. Johnny and Semedo are not very tall. Not having a pop at their height, they are fullbacks. I'm going to guess that Johnny is going to be one of the centre backs, maybe. Good afternoon, Matthew. Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of expecting a West Ham win, but I don't know why there's something in my head saying 0-0. I don't know why. I hope I'm wrong. I've had a really good game. First stream today, 3-1. Entertaining. Didn't really pitter out into like a bit of a scrap. But this one, I don't know, something about it that just says to me 0-0. I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm kind of expecting a West Ham win myself. Evening, Matthew. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, it's the big one tomorrow. We are covering that tomorrow. I've got a special guest with me tomorrow for the Manchester derby. Obviously, Manchester City versus Manchester United. It's going to be a very good game. Very interesting as well. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah. Matthew saying here, Wolves don't score goals. I think West Ham will scrap one. Yeah, probably will be, to be honest. I'm hoping for a really entertaining game, and Wolves can be entertaining, but I don't know. There's something that tells me this is going to be the poor game of the weekend. Who is top of the league? Arsenal are, mate. Matthew doing an early prediction for tomorrow. United to beat City. Poll not for me. Goal rush not good numbers for once. That's weird. I think part of me is thinking it's because the big game was the first game of the weekend, and then people kind of, there wasn't a really great 3 o'clock kickoff like anyone was really excited about, and then the other big game is tomorrow. So I don't know, maybe it was just the fixtures today, Moss. It's definitely not you. It's just maybe it's just the fixtures. Good evening, Matt. Hope you're doing well, mate. Big up everyone. Great rest for Brighton. Yeah, great result. Yeah, it definitely was. A lot of people were like saying, "Oh, this Italian coach, who is he? Who is he?" Well, if you looked it up, he's done extremely well at Shakhtar Donetsk, and he did quite well at Sassuolo in Italy. And now Sassuolo are one of those teams that shocked a few people in Italy. So, yes, he's had a couple of bad experiences as a manager. Who hasn't? But that guy shouldn't be just ruled out just because, 1, he's Italian, 2, you've never heard of him. Give him some credit, personally. Good evening, Chris. How did your Carlisle get on today? We won't talk about your Liverpool. We'll talk about your Carlisle instead. Hopefully, they've had a better result than what Liverpool did today. Players are in the tunnel. We are about 5 minutes to kick off. I haven't got the sound on yet. I will put it on. I'm trying to big up to Bunzi. Yeah, mate. I feel like I'm always on here, and I do promise. I do actually stop the streams and have a break. I do promise. Canadian Liverpool buddies, I think, were not happy, didn't come, and a few American watching. But yeah, I don't think that. I think usual Brit numbers. No, it's not. I just think the fixtures weren't great, and also we just had a massive game, like a big one. Peterborough won, so Munzie's happy there. Hibbs another winning Ross County. Oh dear. Okay. You've just had 2 draws then, Chris. Just take it like that. You haven't lost. Michigan 7, I'm guessing this is college football. You free on Monday at 8 p.m. Not sure. It all depends if Colm's back. If Colm's back to do the Premier League review, I'll be free. If not, I'll be doing the Premier League review. So yeah, I'll see what I can do. Mate. Matt saying here, Sassuolo are a very small club with little funds to work with, and he did amazing there. Good few. He is. I think he's about 40 something. I think I might be wrong though. But yeah, you shouldn't just knock him just because you've never heard of him. That doesn't make much sense to me. Borough lost. Skamaka goal. Colm said hello to start the stream. Cool. I hope Colm's having a nice holiday in Greece. He's going to get loads of work when he gets back. I promise you that. So yeah, they're just going for the team lineups now. So I better get my sound on, so I can actually hear what's going on. It's always good. Yeah, I hadn't heard of Sassuolo before this manager. Exactly. No one had heard of Sassuolo before that guy. And then he went on to Shakhtar Donetsk, and they have been pretty good. So I don't think Brighton have gone downgraded. You know. Oh, there you go. They tried to get him before Potter. So that's the kind of manager they obviously look for. Someone that is slightly unknown, that's done very well with small clubs, small funds. And obviously that's what Potter did in Sweden, I think it was. Got a big up to Matt. Hope you're doing well, mate. I would have snapped your hand off for that start of the season a couple months ago. Well, there you go. As long as you're happy. What's your expectations for Carlisle, though? Do you want them to push for promotion, or are you quite happy just to avoid relegation? So Skamaka starting tonight. Score 3 goals, all in the Conference League, though. Let's have a look. I'm still not totally convinced by Skamaka, I have to be honest. Moss going for a bubbles blowing West Ham win. Yeah, the problem is, one, I'm slightly concerned about the Wolves' defence. They got 3 fullbacks in a backline of 4. Slightly concerning. And then they've got a problem scoring in front of goal. So, yeah, it is what it is. No, my aim was top half mid-table finish, and we are currently 9, 2 points. Well, you got to be a happy bunny then, Chris. Got to be a happy bunny. Let's just concentrate on Carlisle. I'll leave your other team alone. We'll just concentrate on Carlisle. Let's take the positives from that team. Poor Tierney. Don't know what he's doing. He's not even on the pitch. Now there's technical issues with the refs. Got ya. The bubbles are blowing. West Ham are about to kick off, so I better put. There we go. We're underway. Let's take that off as well. There we go. So what are we going for at the back here? I'm trying to work out the Wolves back four. So Neves has dropped in to defence. Okay, that's a little bit more happy to be honest. Because I'm just slightly concerned. Neves, to be fair, has been very good defensively this season. He's been really good. Been really impressed with him. West Ham with the ball at the moment. Jared Bowen goes over, looking for a free kick, but he said the Wolves player won the ball there. Zuma to Rice to Cresswell. And there's Cornet to Rice. Cresswell. Only negative, we have drawn 6 games, the most of any team so far in the League 2. We won 4, drawn 6, lost 1. If you want to draws, to go to... But if it's only wins and draws for the remainder of the season, then we're obviously... Yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair, you've only lost 1. That's pretty good at League 2 level, to be fair. Moss updating me on Italian scores. Inter 0, Roma 0. Big up to everyone that's here. Let's hope for a good game. I need a bit of a pick-me-up. I've had a great afternoon game. Bit of a drop from that. And let's hope for a good game this evening. I was all happy bubbly earlier. Let's hope for a good game now. Nope. 1-0 Inter. DiMarco from Barella. There we go. Moss live in Italy reporting. West Ham started the first 2 minutes more confident. Saying that, apart from when Zuma's trying to defend, it doesn't look very confident. It's gone back to Fabianski. But here comes Podence. Shot. Oh, good save by Fabianski. Ooh. That's the danger from Wolves. They've got some decent, attacking midfielders. I won't call them strikers. Good attacking midfielders. Podence, great strike. Great strike there. Was it swerving? Swerving a little bit. Fabianski just about did enough. Guedes with the corner. They've lost a lot of height in this team, to be honest, as well, thinking about it. There's only Kilman that's, of great height. But here comes Wolves with Podence. Back to Johnny. Back to Martinho. And back to Kilman. Kilman. Semedo. Here's Ait Nori. So now Wolves having a bit of a... Oh! Podence has still got the ball here. Wolves are threatening West Ham right now. Chris saying here, brilliant win for the Gunners. I did watch along on that game before the game. Decided to cut out after 75 minutes. Luckily didn't miss anything. Managed to catch all goals. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so go and subscribe to everybody's channel. Footmoss, Chris. Chris has got a channel. Does quite a lot of different sports. Football United TV. That's Matt. He's a Man United fan. Munzi does F1, NBA, NFL, football, and he's just a generally nice guy. Yeah. So yeah, please subscribe to everyone's channels on here. That'd be great. And hit a like and subscribe on our channel as well, please. That'd be wonderful. Problem is, this is second of 4 watch-alongs this weekend. I don't know if it's just because I think this game kind of is a little bit odd for me. I was named after Bobby Moore, famous West Ham player, and I live in Wolverhampton. This game's just a little bit odd for me. A little bit odd. I suppose I just want a good game, really. Entertaining. I'm not really concerned who wins and who loses. Maybe. Here comes Johnny. Johnny. Martino. Out to Nori. So after a pretty positive 3 minutes from West Ham, it's pretty much been Wolves since then. It's a little bit concerning for West Ham, to be honest. But the only positive is Wolves don't have a front man that's you're going to be threatened by. They don't have much in terms of height. Here comes Semedo. Little dink there. Zuma trying to deal with it. He's not the greatest confidence in defending, is he? Nori. Dino. Johnny. Back to Johnny from Semedo. Johnny was shot. Oh, great save by Fabianski. That's 2 very good saves now he's had to make. They're doing well. They're doing well. I think that was going wide, though, to be fair. But corner-wise, I just don't think you should be that worried about Wolves because they haven't got much height. They've only got a really Mark Kilman, and that's them over and done with. I think Wolves need to be a bit more creative with the way that they're going to do these corners. And you've got someone like Neves who can just volley the shot from pretty much anywhere he wants to. Maybe doing short corners or trying some kind of clever routine might be more beneficial. Here comes Nunes. Good player he is as well. They've got a lot of talent. Oh, I do apologise. West Ham are just struggling to get the ball back here. Podence now. But the problem is Wolves are struggling to get anywhere near their goal. But West Ham are struggling to get rid of the ball. They've got a chance now. Here we go. Jared Bowen, who for me has definitely lost some pace. For me. It looks like he's lost some pace. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but he does seem to have lost a bit of pace. Here comes Kilman. Finds it Nori. Neto. Being pushed out wide by Kira here. Kira knocks it out for a Wolves throw-in. Dybala goal 1-1 between Inter and Roma. Must live in Italy. Reporting live. Nori. West Ham have got a chance to break here with Paqueta. But he goes back again. To Gira. To Declan Rice. To Zuma. To Cresswell. Cresswell blocked by Semedo. It goes out for a West Ham goal kick. Honestly, this is mental. They both look like teams struggling. The quality is pretty poor. I can see David Moyes being one of the next managers to be sacked here, to be honest. This is not a good start from West Ham. Not with the money that they've spent, not with the way that they've formed this team, and not with how they finished last season. This is not a good start. I've watched one of their Conference League games against Silkeborg. They were lucky to win that game. Skamaka's through here, but I'm pretty sure the yellow. The offsides. Oh, no, he was offside. Thought he was. He looked a mile offside. But Skamaka with a shot and it just went wide. But how offside was it? Yeah, he was clearly offside. I thought he looked offside anyway. Here comes West Ham. Souček, Bowen. Still 0-0. 12 minutes in. Game's not great. I was hoping for a better game. But then I had a feeling it would be like this. Scrappy. They're both, they're 17th and 18th in the league. They're not exactly had the most amazing start to the season. I've seen Wolves live against Fulham. They weren't great. They're missing a front man. They have got that today on the bench. So it will be interesting to see if we see Diego Costa today. At least he gives you a focal point. You may not like him. Most people don't. But at least he gives you a vocal point, which is what you need. It just takes the pressure off the Neto or Podence or Guedes. Semedo with a cross, easily blocked and cleared by West Ham eventually. There we go. Declan Rice finds Skamaka, finds Bowen, finds Skamaka. Referee playing. Oh, yellow card here. Wow. So Neves has got a yellow card. So that means he's going to miss the game against Chelsea. And without Nathan Collins, they don't have many centre-backs. I think we might see Mosquera against Chelsea now, to be honest. He is a talent, but he's young. And he hasn't quite made it into the first team as of yet. So be a kick up there by Fabianski. Wolves have got it back though. I don't quite know what Semedo's actually doing then. So he's like a right midfielder. It's a strange lineup for Wolves, I have to say. Strange. I wouldn't say it's awful, but it's a strange one. Probably is better for Semedo to be up there because his defensive frailties will not be caught out. So, but West Ham look awful. I'm sorry. And they decided to turn down 100 odd million for Declan Rice. They're mad. Bowen, shots. Cahill rebounded off Sarr, and Skamaka just put it slightly wide. Let's have a look. Trying to see if it's a low bit of handball here, but I don't think so. I don't think it is. Looked fine to me. Now they carried on, so this clears it. But now it's West Ham adding pressure to Wolves. Here comes Jared Bowen to Skamaka. Back to Rice. West Ham looking a little bit better right now. Looking a little bit better. Okay, Neto's down. I think this is something in the hill. This could be a bit of concern for Wolves here. I have to be honest. And this will be concerning. And seeing if he's twisted his ankle for Neto here. He's looking in a lot of pain when the physio moves his ankle, so it's a little bit alarming here. I can't lie. The Wolves fans are going to be a little bit worried if there's an injury here to Neto. There's Diego Costa on the bench. I don't particularly like him, but I'm kind of glad to see him. He's going to be entertaining around here because where I live, you do see a lot of the Wolves players. It's going to be interesting to see him, I have to be honest. I know he's very different character on the field than he is off the field. So now what are they going to do with Neto? No one seems to be warming up that I can see. So that's good. No one's warming up. So they must be slightly confident that he's all right. Me personally, no. He can't put any weight on it. For me, that would be a Traore. Oh, mind you, we've got two Traores now, haven't we? Forgot about that. Yeah, probably Adama. I'd probably bring Adama on. "19 minutes in, 0-0. Nothing really to sing and dance about in this game, apart from two decent shots from Wolves, well saved by Fabianski. But then one of those for me was going wide anyway. So, oh, city foul by Cornet there on Semedo. So dangerous position for a free kick. This is not the best of Premier League games. I have to be perfectly honest with you guys. This is not the greatest. I think we're going to see that at the stats at half time. It's not the greatest. So what are Wolves going to try and do here? So the problem is, and I'm sorry I keep banging on about it, but it's the height thing. They're lacking in height in Wolves. And if you can have set pieces like this, you want. Oh, if you can whip it in like that and someone can get a foot on it, then yes, great. Did it go out for a goal kick or a corner? I think it just went out for a goal kick by the looks of it. Yeah, it didn't touch anyone. So here come West Ham. They're going to try and build something now. It's a bit tit for tat, to be honest. It's not the greatest. It's not exciting. Jared Bowen chance where Skamaka managed to put his foot in when Sarr fumbled it. That was a decent chance for West Ham, but now Martinho's been booked. Martinho's been very card happy today. Oh yeah, he was on the deck, just like I'll just lash out when I can. So that's 2 yellow cards for Wolves now. Free kick for West Ham. With the Neto's gonna have to go off. Why have they put him back on? I really don't understand why they've put Neto back on. He's literally wincing in pain. Like crazy. I do not understand that in the slightest. Half time between Inter and the Roma. Skamaka with the oh my word. Skamaka should be going for NFL punting. That was a very good punt, but it's no good if you're trying to score a goal. So Adama Traore is coming on for Neto. It's a shame. I hope it's nothing serious or long term again for Neto. Such good talent. It's just unfortunate. It's not like someone did a Dipak Jadhav. Why they empty 6 to those match for West Ham? Mainly down to the train strikes. There are a few train issues in London this weekend, so a lot of people are struggling to get to games in London. Obviously, London Stadium being massive, I think it's like 60,000. That is going to be tricky to fill when you've got train strike. But big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. Big kind of Neto coming off. It's a shame. He's in proper pain. I don't know why they put him back on. Really don't. And here comes Adama Traore. Let's hope that's nothing long term or serious for Neto. I hope it's just a little bit of a twist. Nothing too major. Here's Bowen. He's found Souček. Not someone you'd expect to cross a ball in. Cornet. Another punt. Another punt. Oh, this game's turned into an NFL. It's not NFL till tomorrow, guys, just so you know. I'm with Smudger on this. It is no one's found a rhythm. It's so stop-start this game. It's one of those games you just go, yeah. I don't know why they chose this for a 5:30 kickoff. I really don't. Do I play FIFA Mobile? I don't, mate. Sorry, mate. But yeah, I don't really get why this game was put as 5:30. I know that they try and share it all around, but I would have moved this one to 12:30 kickoff and put the Arsenal as a 5:30 personally. Don't know why they didn't. I say it. Yes, I did say it NFL, but only because the shots that West Ham have taken are more punting shots than they are anything else. They are so high over the bar, it's ridiculous. I'm just thinking they'd be better as punting than having a shot at goal. It's ridiculous. This is a poor game. I can't lie. I can't say, oh, it's beautiful. It's not. It's awful. I think Matthew said earlier that it's going to be a scrappy 1-0 win. Probably will be. It's absolutely. Am I a West Ham fan? No, mate. I'm an Arsenal fan. But on these, I just do. I'm a non-biased football fan when I do these streams. Who do you support, Deepak? Viking Morning and Adama Traore with an NF running back is in the match. Yeah, he would. To be fair, he'd probably do pretty well at NFL with how fast he is. Ah, you're a Liverpool fan. Well, how would you describe today's game for you? Are you happy? Are you really annoyed? What are you calling for at Liverpool? Only because I'm named after Bobby Moore, mate. And my granddad used to live outside Upton Park. So half my family support West Ham and the other half support Arsenal. So yeah, well, to be honest, I'm a bit more confident about that game than I was yesterday. That's for certain. They obviously can be got at, but they do have threat. We have a slight weakness at defence. Did say slight weakness in defence. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game next weekend. Could be full of goals, to be honest. Could be full of goals, that one. Yeah, it is. It's. Are you hoping that Liverpool will improve quickly? Because obviously at the moment you're struggling to get any points on the board. Really, you're getting one here, maybe a win there. You know, at some point you're going to be quite far behind, maybe even top 4. Is that going to concern you as a Liverpool fan? That's what's saying Adama could play maybe CFL, maybe not NFL. I don't know. He kind of looks the build of NFL. Depends if he can catch the ball, I suppose. He can't score. Oh, just over Semedo's head there. Pedence here. Finds Semedo. Semedo did not have a good first touch there. And West Ham clear it. Skamaka trying to hold off Neves. Neves has got to be careful here. He's already got a yellow. Michigan 10, Iowa 0. That's in college football, I think. I think I'm right in saying that. Here comes Bowen. Skamaka. Goal! It's a goal. Great finish by Skamaka there. Have to say it. Great finish. I think that's how you spell his name. Never 100% sure how you spell this guy's name. Just double check it on the board. Yeah, cool. Don't have the wrong name here. Nothing worse than putting the wrong name. So it's. Why is that still? Yes, you have. Foot Moss is actually an MLS fan. Like I've said, he impressed me against Silkeborg. He was slowly impressing me, and again, he's got another great finish there. But I think his actual work rate impresses me the most. He works very hard. Why is it still saying 1-0 when I've put 1-1? There we go. Obviously, StreamYard is just not working right. So that's his first Premier League goal. We're on the 30th minute, 1-0 to West Ham. That's what Matt said. But I think 1-0 this early might open up the game a bit. So let's wait and see. Afternoon, evening, Betty Gejikan. They support Man City. Toronto FC, CF Montreal, and Vancouver Whitecaps. They are Moss's teams, Deepak. So yeah, tune into and subscribe to Fit Moss because he does loads of American sports. Nunes is down here, hurt pretty badly by the looks of it. Holding his ankle. Yeah, it's just accidental. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah, just done his foot, twisted his foot a bit. Moss, you may answer that question by Deepak because I can't answer that question. Gallagher raking the Selhurst Hearts. Yeah, I know. Imagine the Crystal Palace fans when they saw that go happen. That must have hurt them a lot. Like loads. Great strike. They're just showing the Schumacher goal now. The actual strike from Schumacher is amazing. Properly hits it. So far, he's looking at a very good complete striker. He's got his work rate is amazing. But now the fact that he's actually scoring goals makes a great combination as a striker. I think they might have picked up a good bargain here. I say bargain is very general. I know they spent a lot of money on him. But if you look at Nunes, it's a bargain. So they're tending to Nunes. This will be it. I'm saying here that most stadiums are packed. NMS. I don't know. Rich and yeah, I'm sure they are. Well, they never signed anyone to really properly replace Gallagher, really, did they either? So there's more reason for them to be annoyed. Oh, Cornet's injured as well. This is a game for injuries. This one, Cornet's coming off for Nows. It's going to be a bit of injury time for this game, that's for certain. It's pretty much all the same injuries. It's ankles. For that one, it's his calf, he's saying. But the actual challenge hits the ankle. But Moss, I think what he's on about is the MLS actual games. Not for that, it would be massive. When let's be honest, you can get a chance to see Messi, Argentina versus Jamaica. Of course, that's gonna be packed. But I think he's on about like the smaller games. So let's think like Portland Timbers maybe, or trying to think of some smaller clubs. Chicago Fire. Trying to think of other smaller clubs. Maybe Columbus Crew. Those type clubs. Maybe those ones that they're not selling out. Is it the financial climate in America? Might be, Exactly, Deepak saying that's because that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm just wondering whether or not that's financial issues in America, It could be here, the same here in London as well as the travel. I'm wondering whether or not it's financial issues. These corners are poor. Nunes is struggling. They can't surely make another substitution already. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Diego Costa today. Toronto FC still packed. Really? I'd say I don't know. This is for you and Deepak to talk about because I haven't got a clue. I was trying to go through the smaller teams. I can't even think of the smaller teams, to be honest. It's like Nashville, surely that they class as a small team. Here comes Wolves. Jeez. Oh yeah, it's good. I think it's going to be one of those games for Wolves where the Wolves fans are not going to be happy, Bonnie. Teams, crazy fans. NFL is jam-packed there. It's their priority, I guess. Oh, there you go. There you go, Deepak. The Colorado team. I think that's Colorado Rapids, isn't it? That one. And you got Columbus Crew. I don't know if they even exist, actually. Then you got New England Revolution. I've come up to 37 minutes gone. Here comes Skamaka. Trying to cross it in. Finds Suchek, but Sarr comes out and collects it comfortably. Here comes Coutinho finding Ed Nori. Wolves' attacking play is really good. They just lack that final bit. And obviously with Jimenez, Hwang as well, the South Korean. Who else we got missing? The guy they just signed from Germany as well, didn't they? They signed that guy from Stuttgart. Obviously, he came in and got injured as well. Honestly, this game sucks. And then Monday Night Football. I can't be doing that game. So it's just advertising Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. I can't be doing that game as well, surely. I have to wait and see. I have to wait and see if I'm going to do this. DC United sucking, so brought back Rooney. Another stop-start game. Deepak, I highly recommend that you watch NFL Red Zone on Sunday. Honestly, it's so much better. I'm not the great fan of the stop-start NFL game, but Red Zone is very worth watching. There's still bits about NFL I don't like, but actual Red Zone is much more entertaining. Chris saying here, Lewis Hamilton for the win tomorrow. I hope so. I really do hope so, to be honest. My only concern, and this is where this is how I normally base my theory, is when the second car doesn't do so well, I slightly worry about the first car. So I hope yes. Obviously, because I like Lewis. I think Lewis is a really nice guy. He deserves a win. So I definitely hope so. What about you, Chris? Who are you going for tomorrow? Mario picking for another walk. Well, I think you only gave him us. Oh, hang on, West Ham. Oh no, West Ham are nearly through there. Yeah, no worries, mate. I'm sorry, I'm not betting on a Ferrari win to run race. I know. Yeah. Can they put it together, Ferrari? I don't know. It's not something you could put money on, is it? Let's be honest. You couldn't put money on Ferrari guaranteeing to win that. You just can't. Science looking good or no? He's all right. You know, I'm more of a Leclerc fan as a driver. I don't like Ferrari at all, but I prefer Leclerc. I don't know. I think tomorrow's going to be an interesting race. Luckily, I'll be able to watch like the first part of it, and then I'll be doing the Manchester Derby. So I'm unfortunately not going to be able to watch the race. I can't think of any other way of watching it whilst I'm doing the Manchester Derby. Red Zone is NFL. Depending on where you live, Deepak. In the UK, it starts at 6, and it's like all the games at once, and they go to the highlights. What on earth is going on with Eight Norrie there? Yeah, I think we might need to explain it a little bit better to Deepak though, Moss, like what it actually does. Chris saying here, I think Hamilton or Perez for the win tomorrow, but wouldn't shock me if Mac wins from 8th. I guarantee this, Chris. If Perez is winning, Verstappen is in 3rd, they will find a way to make Perez slow the second car down and let Verstappen overtake them all. I guarantee that. I'll put money on that. If that was a scenario that came up, I'd put money on that. I can't stand Red Bull racing. The way that they deal with stuff, I think it's horrible. It's not a team game for that for me. That's a person game. Racing is about racing. Bowen, West Ham looking a little bit more dangerous now. But yeah, I know. I hope not to, but I can see that happening. I can see that being a scenario where Perez is winning. Someone's in 2nd that's not the fastest, let's say, and then Verstappen's in 3rd. They'll work out a way that Perez slows the second car down, lets Verstappen catch up, and then they'll find a way of getting him past. Just see it. And then that's when people start tuning out, because that's just not the way racing should be. You should be going as fast as you possibly can. They're just showing that Eight Norrie chance. Honestly, good defensive. Coming up to half time, it's going to be a bit of half time injury time, I have to be honest. This is why Hamilton only best bet to win. Yeah. Because if if in my scenario it was Hamilton that was 2nd, there's no way Hamilton will let that happen. No way. Yeah, exactly. It's just like that, mate. Just like that. And honestly, it's really good. I enjoy it. You go to like the closest highlights and the watch touchdowns and field goals, and it's intense. Like for like all the games, it's really good. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend it. Moss will be doing it tomorrow on his channel, and it will be streamed to this channel as well. You'll probably see me and Moss. You'll definitely see Moss, and you'll see me at some point. I'll be doing Premier League game first, so yeah, I'll miss the start of Red Zone. Chris saying here, just don't think Hamilton will have the speed, same as Red Bull and Ferrari, unfortunately. Yeah, the car didn't look great today, did it? And that's what concerns me about saying that Lewis might win. Russell just didn't look good. And Hamilton, yeah, he got high, but not fast enough for me. Hamilton just loves that track. It's one of my favourite ones. I've kind of gutted I'm missing it, but Manchester Derby and all that. 4 minutes of injury time. I had a feeling there'd be a lot. Sadly, I was right. Here's Suchek. Here comes Pedence. Wolves are just struggling to find any route through this West Ham defence now. Had a couple of chances earlier, but here comes Jared Bowen now. Shot blocked by Kilman. The ball's with Souček now, though. He's trying to find a corner, I think. A free kick to West Ham. Souček was tackled about 4 times there before he actually got the foul. "47 minutes gone. So we've got too much of injury time left. We'll be having a short break at half time, guys, just as always. To be honest, I need some energy bars. Puts in cross by Bowen. Bit high. And it goes out for a goal kick to Wolves. West Ham look the more convincing team right now, though. By a million miles, to be honest. See, with Adama's pace, I expect so much more of him. And I know it's not all about pace, but that guy, he's strong, fast. If only someone could teach him how to shoot. He'd be one heck of a player, really would. "20 seconds left of this injury time. Wolves have got the ball, not doing much with it though. Neves finds that Nori though. Adama, goal kick. It's going to be kick this, and that'll be half time, guys. Oh, it's half time now. So, guys, appreciate the company for the first half. I will be back shortly. I am back now, people. So, West Ham 1, Wolves 1. Not a great first half, I have to be honest. Let's go into the stats. Share the screen so you all guys can see it. I don't want to just talk about it. I want you to be able to see it too. Okay, yeah, that's all good. Right, so 37% possession for West Ham, 62 for Wolves, 2 shots on target for West Ham, 3 for Wolves. Wolves had more touches. Yeah, but it's just a bit bitty as the game is. Like it's not the greatest quality. There's been a couple of decent chances. Obviously, West Ham scored with Skamaka. Very good, well taken goal from Skamaka as well. Just outside the penalty box. But yeah, even though Wolves have got a lot of possession, West Ham probably have looked the better of the later part of the first half. If Wolves bring Diego Costa on, we might see a bit of a difference with Wolves. It's the only thing I can think that Wolves can change it in a positive way is bring in Diego Costa on. To be honest, just to like give them something up there that will make West Ham worry, like Podence, Neto, and Guedes. Yeah, 3 great wingers, stroke attacking midfielders, but they're not finishers. Obviously, Neto's come off for Traore, Cornet's come off for Fornals, both injuries. Nunes did pick up an injury, but I think he seems okay at the moment. We'll see if that changes. But yeah, we'll see what Wolves can do in the second half because they need to do something, that's for certain, because it wasn't great in front of goal. Their corners were wasteful, their free kicks were wasteful. We're about 3 minutes away from the second half being kicked off. It just wasn't great from Wolves, I have to be honest. I can't just make up the go, yeah, they were great. They weren't, but West Ham weren't much better. They've just been a little bit better, which is how they scored the goal. And obviously, Skamaka is a striker. You know, you have a team with a striker in, you're going to score a goal. You're more likely to, anyway. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. Just advertising a new show, Fantasy Football League. Honestly, it's just that's all people seem to be worried about instead of actually worrying about your team doing well. Oh, as long as this person scores or this person scores, I'm happy. Like, no. Now they're advertising the Singapore Grand Prix, which just annoys me because I can't watch it. I can watch the beginning, which normally is the best part of the race anyway. But yeah, hopefully, I probably won't be joined by Munzi or Chris in the chat. But hopefully, if you two guys are in the chat, you might be keeping an eye on it for me because, yeah, the problem with it, Formula One, if I'm watching it, I'm like engrossed in it. So I wouldn't be able to do a one screen with F1 and one game with United and City. So, yeah. And obviously, tomorrow is the first NFL London game, Vikings versus Saints. I don't know why they're saying at Saints because it's clearly not at New Orleans. But both games tomorrow, Man City versus Man United and Leeds versus Aston Villa, will be on here tomorrow. I do watch-alongs on here. Most of the time, Red Zone is tomorrow night as well. At 6 UK time. Monday there will be some form of Premier League review show. Don't know what time it is, don't know who's hosting it, but someone will be here. And then Tuesday, Rebel will be talking FPL. Wednesday, Ollie will be here doing his Munich show. Thursday, I'll be doing an Arsenal watch-along for Bodo Glimt. And Friday might be a day off, unless anything comes up that I don't know about right now. As for next weekend, don't know, not planned it, not even looked into it. 1 week at a time for me, 1 week at a time. But we'll see. I'm sure there'll be something happening next weekend. Red Zone's definitely happening, so that's definite. As for the games, I don't know. We'll see what's on. Players are coming out. West Ham now. Bubbles are living. Yeah, let's hope for a slightly better second half, I have to say. So we're seconds away from second half being kicked off now, which is great. Let's take off half time due to the fact it's not half time anymore. They're about to kick off. They're underway now. And there we go. Wonder what minute Diego will come on. I'm going to guess that he's going to get half an hour today. I'm going to guess he's going to get half an hour. It makes sense to give him half an hour. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Wolves have got the ball now. Just passing it around though, not doing much with it. Find Semedo. It's Pedence. West Ham clear it. Ball's back with Johnny. Back to Neves. To Kilman. Here comes Adama Traore. Back to 8 Nori. Pointless whipping it in, honestly. Coutinho. Oh, heavy touch. Here comes West Ham. Wolves win it back. Schumacher just trying to find Paqueta, but everything, to be honest. Too hard, wrong angle. Just everything was wrong about that pass. Nothing went right at all. And Wolves just trying to build something now. Kilman finds Pedence. But Zuma, well defended, out for a corner to Wolves. Now, this is where Wolves have got to place more sensible. They're not doing very well with the set pieces at all at the moment for me. Geddes with the corner. High. Literally no idea why. Nori rips it in, blocked by Bowen. Neves with a shot, wide. Not even close to being anything of great concern there. Pedro Neto's got one of those ankle cast, foot cast things on. It must be pretty bad. That's a blow for Wolves, I have to say. But if they can get Diego Costa firing, should be okay. Hopefully it's not a long time he's going to be out for. Hopefully. Here comes Guedes, though. Finds Pedence. The passing is just not right. Seriously, guys. I know you're struggling in the league, but come on. Better quality than this. Here comes Declan to Fornals. Finds Declan, but Neves is coming back and cuts it out. Sarr deals with it. And Wolves clear it. Finds Adama. Now he needs to use his pace now and use it sensibly. Don't just run just for the fun of it. Traore finds out Nori. Stop trying to look for a cross. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Nunes to Johnny. Neves to Kilman. Wolves just don't look dangerous. You can have loads of possession, but seriously. Semedo whips it in. Kira crosses. Oh, Adama. Oh, my word, that was close. Adama with a shot on goal and wasn't far wide, you know. I think we're talking inches here. Wasn't a great finish. Oh, it's only a few inches wide, you know. Not a bad attempt, really. Here comes Pedence. Adama Traore. Well defended by Dawson. Yellow card here for someone. Must be for an earlier tackle. Declan Rice got the yellow. I'm going to turn my camera off because normally that solves the issue. Why is it on Paxton Road? Who the heck put Paxton Road on here? Oh, I'm putting Paxton Road as my camera. I've been stitched up by Paxton Road there. I'm sorry if the Wi-Fi quality's dropped. I have no idea why. Seems fine. Here comes Skamaka. To Declan Rice. It goes, just falls to Fornals, who has a shot, blocked. Nunes tries to get it clear, but one back by Fornals. Yeah, not much has happened, Moss, to be honest. It's pretty boring. Roma, 2-1 to Roma against Inter now. Moss, our Italian correspondent. West Ham with a throw in. Now Wolves with a throw in. Honestly, it's a pretty poor game. I hope yours get better than this one, mate. This one's awful. Oh, jeez. It's not very often to see Nevers actually make a bad decision. Because West Ham have got the ball back. Socek, Kera. Kera was shot. Bowen. Shot. Goal! Now West Ham 2, Wolves 0. Bowen with a very good strike there. Oh. But to be fair, Skamaka didn't get really involved in that play there. So there's no reason that should be offside. He was offside, Skamaka. But if he was put involved in that, Bowen did really well with that strike, I have to say. So that's his first Premier League goal of the season for Jarrod Bowen. Bubbles are blowing. Now Wolves got to do something. Moss happy with the Bowen goal. Here comes Wolves. Martinho at Nori. Shot. Trickles out for a Wolves corner, I think. Moss needs one for the correct score. To be honest, Diego Costa would have to come on because they look awful in front of goal, mate. Absolutely awful. Cross comes in from Guedes. Well defended by West Ham. To be honest, I'm not even. Yes, it's well defended, but West Ham offer no threat from set pieces. They've got Kilman. Big up to Amondi. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, great little finish. Brilliant finish, to be honest. I was quite impressed with that finish. Took it really well. Sarr had literally no chance. Hope you're doing well, though, Amondi. But here comes Wolves now. Dharma. I'm sorry about the Wi-Fi quality. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi today. It's not even raining. What's happened here? Oh. Okay, so Jarrod Bowen has dislocated his finger. Jarrod Bowen has dislocated his finger. That looks disgusting. The commentators obviously missed that, but Jarrod Bowen has severely dislocated his finger. And Diego Costa is about to come on. And it's Guedes coming off for the debut of Diego Costa. Plenty of booze for Diego Costa. We have not forgotten you, Diego. He is not going to be liked. Let's see what Diego can add to this Wolves team. Because honestly, it's poor performance. I've already seen it, mate. They're just talking about the dislocated finger now. Honestly, it was horrible. Diego is 34 this week. 58 minutes played. And Wolves get us back underway. And I sigh there because honestly, they've been really woeful. No Joshua now Acosta, boo. But I do need 2-1. Yeah, well, there's a possibility with Diego playing for them. They might. Yeah, and this is what Diego's got like plenty of experience, and this is what he's going to need it for the Wolves. They're quite young, really. Neves is still quite young. So you need the experience of Diego to know what you're doing. And looks like Antonio's coming on for West Ham. Don't know if that's going to be a sort of straight swap for Scamacca. Might be because Conference League in the week for West Ham. So it might be a straight swap. And Scamacca has had a fairly quiet second half so far. So it would make sense. Smalling goal for Roma. Ooh. Here comes Wolves. Semedo. Dama. Dama with a cross. Much better. You've actually got someone in there that can actually header the ball now. That's worth putting the crosses in now. Because Diego did jump for it. Now West Ham have actually got something to worry about defensively on crosses and the corners and the free kicks. But it's with a shot. Whoa, what a shot that was. Well gathered by Fabianski. That could be one of those ones that just spill out of your hands very easily. Really good shot by Podence. That was a really good shot. I think he's their highest goal scorer at the moment, I think. Antonio's coming on, mate. I'm saying here, Dimarca coming off. Good match he had. Good one for Italia too. Italia. 60 minutes in. West Ham 2, Wolves 0. Here comes Semedo. Oh, Noyes actually managed to keep it in and managed to get a throw in somehow from what can only be described as a very poor cross from Semedo. Neves, Johnny, to Adama, to Semedo. He's been a flop, that guy, I have to say. Diego. See, Diego's adding some threat and something for them to worry about at the back there. I quite like it. And I'm going to like him a bit because he plays for my local team. So West Ham just passing the ball around now. I think it's a comfortable 2-0 lead. You know, obviously can't just close up shop and think you're done, but it's comfortable. I wouldn't say there's much threat in Wolves right now. 62 minutes played. I think if they can get these crosses working better. Other than that, and Moss saying here, Tammy Bellotti, good combo. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Wasn't a great shot by Paqueta. I've not been impressed by Paqueta, I have to say. I know it's quite crazy for me to say this, but I've not been impressed by Paqueta. Not at all. It's been really sad to see how bad he's been. No. Okay, so West Ham put it out because Zuma's down. Back of the neck injury. Not concussion, it's just a back of the neck. It's just a neck injury, not a head injury as such. So no one really needed for this one. So Antonio's about to come on. Not just yet though. I want it to come into play. Skamaka to Fornals. It goes back to Kira, but Kira's found Bowen. Here comes Bowen. Fornals. Declan Rice tries to find Bowen again, but here come Wolves for Podence. Finds Diego Costa. Podence. Trying to find Nunez. Well defended by Sochet there, though. Is he going to clear it? Goes out. No way. So Skamaka's coming off for Antonio. So Inter players going nuts on ref for stopping play when Inter was breaking and Roma played down in own end after Roma played on when they had the ball. Jeez. Was it a head injury or just an injury? I totally agree with stopping play if it's a head injury. I don't agree with it unless it's a serious injury. I know it's hard to tell, but I think you probably guarantee if you know that something's serious has happened. But the problem with European leagues, they go down like they've just been run over by a tractor or something like that. It's a little bit mental. Yeah, the player is now fine. Yeah, there we go. So Moss is saying it. It's fine. So yeah, unless it's serious, I don't see why the ref should stop. You know, it's a tactic that people can start using if we accept that to happen. And it does happen. You know, we've seen it. We still see it. It does exist, unfortunately. It's horrible. This Kira isn't very good, is he? Let's be honest. Nope, his leg. Okay. Was he rolling around like he's just been attacked? Fans booing him hard. Yeah. There's never any sympathy from the fans, let's be honest. Never is. Here comes Fornals. Shot saved by Sarr easily. 67 minutes played. Here comes Wolves now, trying to build an attack. Semedo. Held it up for too long for me. Johnny to Adama. Adama whips it in. Diego. Oh! Wow. Diego Costa nearly scored then, mate. Great cross. Great header. Just not on target. Oof, so close. It's ridiculously close as well. Mkhitaryan playing old team. Yeah. Smalling off the line. It's all happening in Italy at the moment. Here comes Antonio across. Fornals. Bad shot. There's no other way of putting it. That was a bad shot. Can't be nice. That was bad. Just realised. Why it keeps coming off. There we go. What's Moss saying here? Can't believe I just wanted Diego to... So close, mate, honestly. It was a great cross, and honestly, the header was sublime. It's just a shame it wasn't on target. It doesn't matter how old you are for headers. You know, he's 33, but it doesn't matter how old you are to head the ball. It's more the pace you lose, really. Here comes Antonio. Oh, don't. No, Paqueta, get up. I was very right for us not to get Paqueta, to be honest. I'll be perfectly honest. I wasn't the greatest fan of us wanting him. I didn't understand the signing if we tried to get him. I'm kind of glad we didn't. Adama. Oh, I wish he could score. Seriously. The talent is there, but when it comes to the finishing, just awful. Adama just can't get it on target. It was wide, slightly high as well. Just wasn't good. That's all there. 70 minutes played. Got a substitution coming here double substitution for Wolves coming. Oh, Diego Costa's through here. If you can find Podence, it's 2-1. He's offside. I think Costa was offside, to be honest. Let's have a look. No, they're showing it now. So Adama. Yeah, he's offside. They will check it VAR, but yeah. No goal. So we've got double substitution here for... So Matheus Nunes is coming off for Che Campbell. And Boubacar Traore is coming on for Nelson Semedo. So Shem Campbell is a midfielder, and Boubacar his name Boubacar Traore is also kind of a midfielder as well. Bit of attacking talent about him as well. See, people can say like they're not happy with Bruno Lage, but what else can he do with this team? You know, he's been so unlucky with strikers. If you've got no striker, what more can you do? Like, seriously? Correct goal. Goal for correct score, no. Shoot. Michigan with a touchdown. College football. Emerson's coming on for Paqueta. Paqueta's been awful for me, to be honest. Sorry, but I haven't been impressed by him at all. I think he's been pretty awful, to be honest. Pretty awful. Nothing really positive to say about him. He makes some runs. That's about it. You know, he's not great for me. I didn't even know, mate. I've not had time to do any of this. I've had zero time. Traore trying to find Chem Campbell. Well defended by Kira. It goes back to Fabianski. No, I've had zero time to do any of it, mate. Zero time. Wolves just need to work an opportunity, really. Yeah, Paqueta, I've just, you know what, mate? I'm glad we didn't buy him. I haven't been impressed by him. I still haven't. I think he's one of those where it rarely happens, but it does happen where he's obviously got talent, but this is not the league for him. Chem Campbell with a shot, just ball wide. That was a good shot. But yeah, I just don't think he's going to make it. Maybe he's not playing in the right formation. Maybe he's not playing in the right position. I don't know, but he's not looking good in this West Ham lineup. Coming up to 76 minutes played now. 2-0 to West Ham. Costa there. Lovely little touch. Jim Campbell. He's been really good since he's come on. That's just gone wide. There was a cross, but it just it just went wide. Nice try, Campbell. No, see, yeah, this is a Welshman, Chem Campbell. Very good talent, I have to say. He looks really good. I don't see another goal at the moment, mate. If you can cash out, cash out. It's not looking good. Antonio with the shot. Well saved by Sarr. Wolves are just trying to pass it around. There's not much threat from them, though. You know, I can't say that Wolves are definitely going to score because they can't. They're not knocking on the door. not putting West Ham under any pressure. I think what the fans will be more upset by is the fact that there is no pressure. It's you'd expect a fight from Wolves in this type of game. Not really. Diego Costa's looked all right since coming on. Jem Campbell looks pretty good since coming on. But they just cannot get that last pass right. 79 minutes played. Kicked out by Fabianski. Antonio. Back to Antonio. Here comes Declan. To Antonio. Uses his pace to get away from the tackle there from Kilman. Antonio. Blocked shot by Neves. Neves is one heck of a good defender as well. It's ridiculous. I don't know what his asking price is, but I'd buy him. Ooh. Still haven't been impressed with the game. The game's pretty bad. Yeah, well, you say that though, Moss, but I wouldn't say it's a brilliant performance by West Ham. I know it's something to build from, but it's pretty bad. Oh my word. This game is awful. Really bad. I'm glad when this one's over, to be honest. It is West Ham 2, Wolves 0, but neither team have been amazing, honestly. It's been pretty woeful from both sides. Here comes Antonio. Blocked shot again. Antonio's getting a little bit frustrated now. Honestly, every single shot he's had so far has been blocked. Good defending by Wolves, but I could see Antonio's frustration there. Hard tackle there by Cresswell. Yellow card on Adama Traore. Well deserved, to be honest. It was a hard tackle on Traore. Late. Here comes Adama now. Here's Pedence. Meters away from Costa. Costa was younger. I'm sure he would have made that ball. Here's Neves. Johnny. Diego Costa finds Adama. Adama just goes out for a corner though. So slightly fortunate, to be fair. Now they've got to do better with these corners. These set pieces have been awful from Wolves. They need to take advantage of having Diego in there now. Kilman was their only target man last time, so you can find Diego, then we'll be all right. Oh, it's low. What is the point of that? Oh, seriously. Right. So the first half, their corners were going high when they had no threat. They've now got Diego Costa on the pitch and they then go low. It makes zero sense. Now Wolves are offering some pressure. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, they're really close. They're just constantly having the ball right now, and West Ham are just defending. Here's that Nori. Oh, Costa with a beautiful ball there, but just couldn't find the right pass at the end. Come up to 85 minutes now. Still West Ham 2, Wolves 0. Not a great game, I have to say. And this is not going to be a highlight roll on whatever sport TV show tonight. This is not going to be the number one game. This is one of those games you'd probably put at the end, but I've got a feeling Bournemouth, Brentford might be that one. This is, not good. The highlights will be about 2 minutes, if that. Dawson kicks it up to Antonio. Cresswell to Rice. Back to Cresswell, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. This game is just awful. Not one of my highlights. There's been goals. I suppose I should be happy with goals, but no. Here comes Pedant, though. Well defended by West Ham. Right, Antonio not finishing for me. Maybe Anthony tomorrow versus City from a draft league team. No idea, mate. I think Tariq said it's going to be close. I actually think it's going to be a City demolition of United, personally. But to be honest, that game could go anyway. The most unlikely is a United win. But it could be close, but it could also be City just turn up and just rip United apart. Who knows? I don't. That's the wonders of football. I had a feeling this would be a bad game. I was right. It is a bad game. It's two teams clearly struggling. West Ham are going to come out on top. But I really wouldn't go home and go, that was a great win. It really wasn't. Schumacher's been given man of the match, probably because got the goal. Moss said tomorrow will be 3-1 to City. Haaland and Alvarez could possibly be. Mate, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the score could be tomorrow. United have obviously been performing better in the league, but this is City. If City want to go into 4th or 5th gear, good luck to you. Erling probably 2. Playing team ruined his father. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, it was that injury, wasn't it? Yeah, Keno on Alfie. Yeah. Yeah, I do think Haaland's got. I think he's gonna be like top level tomorrow. I think he's gonna be like a 10 out of 10 performance. I think he's gonna work so hard, and it is gonna be something to do with his dad. You know, his dad means everything to him, as he should. But you know, he's a huge reason why he joined City was because of his dad. So, you know, here comes Antonio. This game is awful. Matthew, yes, you did say West Ham, and you also said it'll be scrappy. And honestly, Matthew, it's been awful. This is the worst game I've seen for a while. You can see that they're two teams struggling. You can see why they're struggling. And yeah, it's just awful game. Here comes Emerson for West Ham. Only got 3 minutes of injury time, and it's now a West Ham corner. Haaland revenge, yeah, probably. Okay, I don't know what this means. Kentucky 19. Ole Miss 19. I'm guessing this is college football. I have no idea what the Ole Miss thing is, though. I haven't got a clue what that is. Is that meant to be Munzie? I thought jinxed it, but maybe my Kentucky can win. How many teams have you got in college football? Why Kentucky? Why is Kentucky one of your teams? I don't know where Kentucky is, to be fair. But I can't work out why Kentucky would be one of your teams. Old Mississippi Union, Mississippi, but they go by Ole Miss. Oh, okay. But yeah, why is Kentucky one of your teams? Oh, well, there you go, mate. Matthew correcting both of us, to be fair. But yeah, yeah. Kentucky, my great basketball team, but now good at football. Oh, okay. Michigan and Kentucky and Miami. Michigan. I don't know where Kentucky is. Miami. Where is Kentucky? We're coming up to 92 minutes played now. Here comes Bowen. Shot from Declan, blocked. There's been so many blocked shots in this game. It's ridiculous. Here comes Declan again. Nearly finds Bowen, but well defended by Kilman. Jay Campbell clears it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that is then. Yeah, well, that's where I agree with Moss. It was definitely downhill from that challenge. Stop playing from his Norway, Kentucky, but yeah, I get where Kentucky is now, mate. Cheers. I know where Tennessee is. Some of them I just don't know where they are. All you can make me think of now is Kentucky Fried Chicken. But there is the full-time whistle, thankfully. But big up to everyone that's joined me. I'd always appreciate that. Just appreciate a good game sometimes. Today was not a good game. Big up to everyone. You will see me tomorrow for the Manchester Derby, kick-off at 2. Show starts at 1:45. Then we've got Leeds, Aston Villa later on in the day. And then we've got Red Zone at 6. But big up to everyone. Let's just read this comment. Game not over for me. It is for me now. Okay. Okay. Now I can stop it because it's now finished for Moss. I shall speak to tomorrow. Now it's just FTSN tomorrow, mate. Because it's Manchester Derby. So yeah, it'll just be FTSN tomorrow. Big up to everyone. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for joining as well. Big up to Moss. I'll speak to you tomorrow, mate. But right now, I'm definitely out of here. Take care, everyone.